The Tokyo Stock Exchange is one of the most important financial markets in the world, but its journey began more than a century ago. Today, millions of investors trade stocks worth billions of dollars on this exchange, but few people know the fascinating story behind its creation. From Japan's rapid modernization to becoming Asia's largest stock market, the history of the Tokyo Stock Exchange is filled with innovation, resilience, and transformation. The story begins in the late 19th century during the Meiji Restoration. Japan was rapidly modernizing after centuries of isolation. The government wanted to build a strong industrial economy, and that required a modern financial system. Inspired by the stock exchanges of Europe and the United States, Japanese leaders decided to establish a centralized marketplace where investors could buy and sell company shares and government bonds. On May 15, 1878, the Tokyo Stock Exchange was officially founded. Trading started just a few weeks later, on June 1st. At first, the exchange mainly handled government bonds that had been issued to former samurai. Over time, as Japanese businesses expanded, shares of private companies also became available for trading. This helped businesses raise capital while giving ordinary investors an opportunity to participate in the country's economic growth. During the late 1800s and early 1900s, Japan experienced rapid industrialization. Railways, shipping companies, banks, and manufacturing firms began growing quickly. The Tokyo Stock Exchange became the center of this economic expansion. Companies used the exchange to raise funds, while investors supported industries that would eventually transform Japan into a global economic power. However, the exchange also faced major challenges. During World War II, Japan's economy was heavily disrupted. In 1945, after the war ended, the Tokyo Stock Exchange suspended its operations. The country faced enormous destruction, and rebuilding the financial system became a national priority. In 1949, under economic reforms introduced during the Allied occupation, the Tokyo Stock Exchange reopened with a new structure based on modern financial regulations. This marked a new era. Japan's economy soon entered a period known as the economic miracle. Manufacturing giants, electronics companies, and automobile manufacturers expanded rapidly. As companies like Toyota, Sony, and Honda grew internationally, the Tokyo Stock Exchange became increasingly important to global investors. By the 1980s, Japan's economy was booming. Property prices and stock values reached extraordinary levels. The Nikkei 225 index, which tracks many of Japan's largest companies, became the largest stock exchange in the world by market capitalization. At one point, Japanese companies represented a massive share of the world's total stock market value. Investors believed Japan's economic growth would continue indefinitely. But in the early 1990s, everything changed. Japan's asset price bubble burst, stock prices collapsed, and real estate values fell sharply. The Nikkei 225 index, which tracks many of Japan's largest companies, lost a significant portion of its value. This period led to years of slow economic growth, often referred to as Japan's lost decades. Despite these difficulties, the Tokyo Stock Exchange remained a vital part of the country's financial system. As technology advanced, the exchange also modernized. In the past, traders bought and sold shares by shouting orders on the trading floor. Over time, electronic trading systems replaced traditional methods, making transactions much faster, more efficient, and more accurate. Today, almost all trading is conducted electronically, allowing millions of orders to be processed every day. One major milestone came in 2013 when the Tokyo Stock Exchange merged with the Osaka Securities Exchange to create the Japan Exchange Group. This created one of the largest exchange groups in the world, improving efficiency and strengthening Japan's position in global financial markets. Another important change occurred in 2022 when the exchange reorganized its market structure into three main segments: the prime market for leading large companies, the standard market for established businesses, and the growth market for emerging companies with strong future potential. This restructuring aimed to improve transparency and help investors better understand the characteristics of listed companies. Today, the Tokyo Stock Exchange lists thousands of companies from various industries, including technology, automotive, healthcare, finance, and manufacturing. It attracts both domestic and international investors and plays a crucial role in Japan's economy. Major global companies continue to raise capital through the exchange, while investors from around the world closely watches its performance. The history of the Tokyo Stock Exchange is more than just the story of a financial marketplace. It reflects Japan's remarkable journey from a rapidly modernizing nation to one of the world's largest economies. Despite wars, financial crises, economic bubbles, and technological revolutions, the exchange has continued to evolve and adapt. Its resilience demonstrates how strong financial institutions can support long-term economic development and innovation. As global markets continue to change, the Tokyo Stock Exchange remains a symbol of stability, progress, and opportunity. From its humble beginnings in 1878 to its position as one of the world's leading stock exchanges today, its history reminds us that financial markets are not only places where stocks are traded, they are engines that help shape the future of entire economies.